I found a kitty. I don't know if anybody else knew about this, but there's a whole section in Duelist Kingdom that's just littered with cats. They skipped over it in the anime, but there's like a whole part of the southern section of the island that's just like, it's for cats only. And they're not dueling anybody, but they're officially a part of the tournament. This one, how many star chips do you have? How many? How many star chips do you have? Oh, you're not gonna tell me? Still more than me, probably. Hey, welcome to another episode of Desert Island Decks, the show where I open a different booster pack every single day leading up to Christmas, and then use all of those cards in a single deck. A single, completely botched deck, which I will use to defeat one of the masters of trading card games aimed at children, a grown man called Maximilian Pegasus. A grown man, but also a grown bastard. Dead. Bastard. This series was conceived in conjunction, of course, with MasakoX and Philly over at the MasakoX Extreme channel, who are also opening Dragon Ball Super themed packs every day leading up to Christmas. They're not dueling Pegasus with them, though. They know they wouldn't stand a chance. Anime cards versus Toon World. As we've noted with any anime adaptation made in the West, Western media tends to completely butcher Japanese media. So I'm sorry, Masako, you would not stand a chance against Pegasus, bastard or otherwise. But hey, let's jump right into it with another circuit breaker pack. And I'm always dreading these 9 card pack ones just because there's so much to go through, but that also means there's a plethora of choice. So let's not mess around, let's get this thing open. Here we go. Circuit breaker. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Nothing adds extra effort to an action than making a good old-fashioned nyeh sound. And right off the bat, we've got a spell card called World Legacy Clash. And the picture's like a massive battle from like a fantasy epic. But then we've got like a cartoon dragon in the corner. Is that a dragon? Could be a dog. Dragon dog? Aye. That's my I don't know noise. Aye. The effect is banish one face-up monster you control until the end phase, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. That target loses attack and defense equal to the original attack and defense of that banished monster. That's really cool. That means if I had 2 monsters on the field and none of them individually could defeat one of the monsters on my opponent's side, that means that I could use one of those cards to subtract the attack and defense of that card from the opposing monster and then destroy it with the other one, and then my other card would come back at the end phase. That's a really good card, immediately. This is like a very strong contender even without any other options. Oh, to go right alongside it, the trap card World Legacy Pawns. I want to watch a World Legacy Pawn. It's another shot of the epic battle, but it looks like it's before the battle has started. No, it looks like it's from like the point of view of the front line, which is kind of intimidating. What are those giant like Starship Trooper style monster armor things? Those giant red circles are probably the weak point. I'm guessing from, wait, what is in the background there? There's like a giant rainbow collage thing happening in the background. I bet there's another Yu-Gi-Oh card that correlates to that, and I just don't know what it is. The effect is you can target one face down monster you control, change it to face up attack or defense position. You can shuffle one crawler monster from your GY into the main deck and then target one face up monster you control. Change it to face down defense position. You can only use one World Legacy Pawns effect per turn and only once that turn. And I don't have a crawler card. I'm pretty sure one came up earlier in a different booster pack, possibly another circuit break pack, but I don't have it. Not in my deck. This doesn't really seem to apply to me. I'm curious about that rainbow nonsense happening in the background, though. Is that just like a bunch of leprechauns? Is that like a series of leprechaun cards that I need to collect to explain what that is? I know nothing about it, but it's already bloody brilliant. Self-destruct ant. And it's an ant that looks like it's about to explode, but it really hates that it's about to explode. It's like cringing. It's seriously second-guessing its decision to have a body that is capable of exploding. And it's got like a skull explosion pattern on its butt. Not the tattoo I would have gone with, ant person. Oh, it's a flip card. You flip it and each player takes 1,000 damage. That could be risky. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the GY, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. You can only use each effect of self-destruct ant once per turn. Attack 1,500, defense 1,000. That's pretty cool though. It's a good way of taking damage off your opponent and yourself a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. I still am favoring that spell card from earlier though. Altergeist Prime Banshee. It's a link monster and it says you need 2 Altergeist monsters, I guess, to summon it. During the main phase, quick effect, you contribute 1 other Altergeist monster. Special summon 1 Altergeist monster from your deck to your zone this card points to. If this card is sent from the field to the GY, you can target 1 Altergeist card in your GY. Add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of Altergeist Prime Banshee once per turn. I don't think I can even use the effect of Altergeist Prime Banshee once, because I don't think I'd be able to summon it. I'm probably wrong though, let me know in the comments. Trickstar Narcissus. Not Narcissus. This is like anime nonsense. This is one of the most full-blown anime cards that has popped up in the selections that I've had. Some sort of insect girl with a gun. Some sort of flower petal girl who also has a gun. But the barrel of the gun is also a flower. This character has accomplished what 4Kids tried in vain to do for several years. Make guns seem completely ineffectual and harmless. And she's kissing us, hence Narcissus. She's doing one of those chew things. Fairy/effect monster. It says if your opponent takes effect damage except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect of Trickstar Narcissus once per turn. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect in their hand or GUI, inflict 200 damage to them immediately after it resolves. It's a surprisingly subtle little card. You can build up a lot of damage with this, depending on what your opponent's doing, obviously. But I don't know if this is for me. I don't know. Amano Iwato. Oh my god, a giant rock. It's like a rock with a face. It looks like one of them puzzle segments from the old Nightmare series. Did you guys watch that? Treyguard and Pickle and everything? I love that show. I dreamed of being on that show. And with this card, now I can continue to dream about it. Let's see, it's a monster. It's an earth monster, has an attack of 1900, defense of 1200. It cannot be special summoned. Monsters cannot activate their effects except spirit monsters when it's on the field, I guess? Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was normal summoned or flipped face up this turn, return this card to the hand. It's a peculiar one. I guess you only really summon it when you're in dire need of avoiding effects from other monsters. But I suppose it would include my own monsters. And I have a lot of effect monsters, so this would be kind of shooting myself in the foot if I used this. Amazoness Spy. This person would go right alongside that magical abductor. I like a good Amazon. Big fan of Xena Warrior Princess. She's a warrior/effect monster, and it says you can reveal one other Amazoness monster in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect of Amazoness Spy once per turn. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the GUI, you can target this. Doesn't affect me whatsoever. Sorry, I don't have any Amazonesses. Except maybe my wife, but she's not on this island with me. FA Turbocharger. Functioning Artillery Turbocharger. Friendly to animals Turbocharger. Financial Assistant Turbocharger. It is a 6-star monster, and it's a machine/effect, and it says it gains attack equal to its level times 300, so 1800 initially. Your opponent's monsters whose original level rank is lower than this card's level cannot target monsters for attacks, except this one. Oh. Your opponent cannot target monsters except this one with the effects of monsters whose original level or rank is lower than this card's level. Each time an FA spell or trap card or effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. See, that's the issue. I can't really increase its level further than 6, so I wouldn't be able to get it to higher than 1800. Which means it wouldn't be that powerful, but having said that, it would prevent a lot of monsters on my opponent's side from attacking anything except this one, which could be a lifesaver in certain situations, but those situations might not arise. It's all strategy, isn't it? If your FA monster battles while you control this level 7 or higher card, your opponent's monsters cannot activate their effects until the end of the damage step. This is a good card, I just don't think it's for me right now. Spell card, Metaphys Factor. Is that like Fear Factor except more meta? Each turn, one level 5 or higher Metaphys monster you normal summon can be summoned without, you know what? World Legacy Clash. It just seems like the most handy and effective card. I'm low on spell cards. It's the one that I can use, and it's a good card. Like being able to subtract attack and defense from my opponent's monsters, like that's going to be really handy, especially with the number of monsters that I have. I really feel like that's going to be helpful. So yeah, World Legacy Clash, the spell card will hopefully spell doom for that bastard Pegasus.
He's something bastard, Annie.
But yeah, did I pick right? Did I pick wrong? I think that I picked pretty good. I'm sure a lot of you have opinions. Please let me know. Please scream at me in the comments. Don't just type ah, because that ruins the comment thing, I think. Don't do it. Don't just scream. Scream words. Scream about how wrong I am to have picked this. Or constructive conversation. That's good too. But once again, I want to give a massive shout out to all the Patreon pledges of this month. Thank you so much. And to all these guys, you guys are the bomb. You guys, if I could put you in my deck, I would. I totally would. You guys would help me defeat Pegasus. Absolutely. You already are helping me defeat Pegasus by supporting me. And as always, go check out MasakoX's channel where he's opening a different Dragon Ball themed card every day leading up to Christmas. Go ask Masako if he has any cute cats living with him. I think he does, actually. So don't do that, because he's probably going to say yes. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you so much for watching all of these videos, because I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, but thank you for sticking with them, and I do appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you guys are enjoying watching me open these daft card packs. I'll catch you next time.